Thank you for turning to page 121. Today we're going to jump into Traveler Reach Adventure number 9, the Hellworld Heists. Wait a minute, you're saying. This is a brand new adventure. You can't go through this, you'll ruin it. You're right. I'm not going to go through the entire thing. I'm going to show you a little bit at the beginning, what you'd learn immediately that you open the book, and just talk about it a little bit. Oops, there we go. This was written by Jonathan Critchley. It's a good set of adventures. If you're looking for a nice set of adventures, this is definitely it. These do not have to take place in the Reach. You can transplant these to pretty much anywhere you want in charted space. So, taking a look at the introduction, we get the plot thus far, which tells us what's going on. This is just an overview of what you'll be doing. Basically, you're going to be hired to be doing a series of different tasks for a person that's trying to improve the life of their home planet. Nice artwork throughout, and as I said, anything that you are going to see, any quote spoilers unquote, you would see within the first 3 pages of this anyway, first 4 pages. So we're concerned with the Senless Federate, and this is basically an area that's been suppressing their people in the Reach for quite a long time, and you, for various reasons, have signed on to possibly help get some things set right in the Federate, or usurp them, or betray your employer and make lots and lots of money. It really depends on how you want to run this. The author recommends that these 5 adventures be basically 1 per night. The first one is the train heist, and I've got to tell you, the one I liked in this book the most is the train heist. I love a good train heist. It goes back to well before Firefly, but of course the first episode of Firefly that Fox aired, it was the train heist where they're stealing from a train, and this one captures some of that flavor, and it's pretty nice. I liked that one. I liked every adventure in here. It's just well done, well written. And I'm not a huge guy to run pre-written adventures. I read them and I lift stuff from them all the time, but I don't run them as written usually. That being said, if you're new to Traveler, this would be something you could absolutely do. You just take and run on your table. It doesn't have to be in the Reach. It can be pretty much anywhere you want. You just have to change some places and names, but most of this stuff will work anywhere. And that's one of the things I liked. I'm not going to go deeper into the book, but I am going to talk about what you get in the book. You get, well, I'll go to the table of contents. There we are. You get a nice look at all the adventures, and then you get friends and foes, which tells you who the people are, and you get a nice profile of each one of them. You get the stat blocks, you get all their skills. I like that. The only thing that drives me crazy is I don't know how old they are, and for one of these characters at least, his actual age is different from his apparent age. And it's not a huge plot point, but it is something. So I wish they would put the ages on the character write-ups. It's not, and I'm not talking about for the thugs and the general guards and things like that. I'm talking about for important individuals in your story. For me, it helps fix in my mind who they are and how they should act. If I'm going to be running something like this and I'm going to use these characters, I like to know basically their age and how I should be playing the age. It's just for me. But you do get a nice look at the various characters. You get some other NPCs. You get a prison truck, a ground car, some construction bots, and a couple of space vessels. So definitely worth, just for that stuff alone, this book is worth it. This just came out last week, and it's I think it was $12, $11.95 on drive-through, and for the PDF on Mongoose's website, and I think $19.95 or $19.99 for the hardbound. Don't hold me to that. I did not pre-order the hardbound. I only bought the PDF, but I'll put a link to both below for drive-through and for Mongoose. And all I can say is yes, I have been following the various adventures for a long time. This was one I was actually looking forward to. I love the train heist that they teased us with, and it lived up to the tease. So this was definitely worth adding to my library. I have all of the Reach adventures, and I like them. I like being outside Imperial space, for some of my adventures. And if you follow my channel, you know the campaign I'm running right now takes place not in the Reach, but out of Imperial space, but we're close enough that the Imperial ties are still there, which I've always liked too. So that's really all I've got to say about it. I do like this quite a bit. I enjoyed it. I don't want to give you any more because I don't want to spoil anything for you, but I absolutely recommend it. I think this can be a fun set of adventures you can put anywhere you want, and have some fun with. There's some pretty clever ideas in here and things you can adapt and modify to your own table. And that's all I've got to say today on page 121. I want to thank you for your time. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Let me know what you thought of the video in the comments below. Keep them polite, please. And take a look at the Patreon, see if you can help keep the channel on the air by supporting that. And that's all I've got today. I want to thank you for your time, and I'll see you next time on page 121.